So there's this saying that I've been hearing a lot lately, and I kind of wanted to go over it. It's something that is really out there in society, and you hear a lot of people say it, and it sounds very, very profound if you take it at surface value. And that saying is, live like there's no tomorrow. And there's something, it sounds so beautiful, right? I know I've heard this from a lot of people lately. I don't know, some of you may know my mom recently passed. And it's something that has been told to me, I swear to God, probably 100 times. And I put some thought into really what that means. It's something that sounds so profound and comforting, to live like there's no tomorrow. You don't know how many days there are left, so live like there's no tomorrow. And at the very base of that, there's some huge issues, and there's a lot of people who use this quote, and a lot of people, I think, as I look out in society, who seem to be living by this quote. And the issue with that quote is that if you live like there's no tomorrow, you can't build a better tomorrow. If you live like there's no tomorrow, then you're not building anything. If I work so hard to keep my health in check, to keep my diet in check, to eat well. I don't drink, I don't smoke. But I tell you, if an asteroid was coming towards Earth tomorrow and there was no way that anybody was going to stop it, and that's just how it was, and the world was just going to explode, and we're all going out in a fiery ball of fire, I might be like, hey, let's stop by the liquor store, pick up a 26er and go grab some smokes and just sit back and party till the end comes. I probably still wouldn't, because that's so far removed from how I am now, but you know what I mean. That is how living that way affects you. You don't build anything because you live like you might die tomorrow. You live like there might not be a tomorrow, so why build anything when you just should go out and have as much fun as you possibly can? Now, that might be fun for a weekend, maybe a week, but at some point the rent has to be paid. At some point, you run out of money for food. And if you live by the adage that you need to live like there's no tomorrow, then it's not going to be very long until all your tomorrows are living on the streets. Or just living in such squalor that it's unimaginable, or having to live with so many people to afford to live at all. And even then, you're still gonna have to go and make some money. It's not something that's sustainable. Now, if you want to actually have a good life, I have a little bit better of a saying, and it's not quite as catchy, and it's a little longer. And it goes like this: live like you have enough tomorrows to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish, but only enough tomorrows to do it, and only if you work hard at it. That's an adage you can live by. You live by that, and brother, you're going to get somewhere. Because that's what it takes to get somewhere. That's what it takes to build a good life. Hard work. Act like you're barely going to have enough time to do what you need to do. And work as hard as you can to get it done in the time that you got. And hope that you do have that time. You might not, but you might. So you work as hard as you can. And that's the way you have to live. You live that way, and you get to the end, and you accomplish everything you wanted to accomplish, and you help make this world a better place, and you help your friends and loved ones be stronger, and you help strangers just by being such a beacon, such a role model. You help perfect strangers to elevate themselves. Well then, brother, that's worth something. That's really worth something. Because those people, being the guy in the ditch who lives like there's no tomorrow, is not gonna make them feel like they want to do anything that you're doing. No, you got to go out there and you got to build something out of yourself and help other people build something out of themselves. That's how we need to live, right? Living like there's no tomorrow, that's weak. That's weakness. And it's almost like the devil. The devil is The devil shows himself as being beautiful and makes you believe that he isn't really the devil in the first place. And that's what that is. That's something that sounds profound, it sounds beautiful, but in the end, it's a killer. It'll kill your life and it'll kill everything if you live that way. So we got to be better than that. We got to stop trying to do the easy thing all the time. Stop trying to make life easy. Life isn't supposed to be easy. Life is supposed to be hard. You're supposed to have to work for anything that you want. You're supposed to have to work for anything that you need, for anything that you want to do, because life is supposed to be hard. We're supposed to struggle. We're supposed to grind. And if it was easy, everybody would do it. So you got to do the hard things. You got to make the hard choices. You got to do what's difficult. I think I even brought this up in my last video, but it's a quote that I kind of live by, and I don't remember who said it, but I think it's totally profound. And that quote is, "If you always make easy choices, you'll have a hard life. But if you always make hard choices, you'll have an easy life." Now that's profound. That's one to live by as well. All right, so let's go out there and let's build each other up. Let's build our society up. Let's be good role models. Let's be the best version of ourselves that we can possibly be. At the end of the day, let's pick up our pen, let's write our own story, let's make ourselves the hero of that story. All right? If you want to help the channel out, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe on this video, share this video around. If you want to help the channel out financially, to help us to spread this message further, or to do more interesting things, then feel free to go over to Patreon. I'll put a link in the description in the video and become a patron. If you don't have the money to do it, don't give your money to me, please. I do not want to take money from people who do not have it to give. If you do feel like you have the money and you feel like we're doing a good job over here and what we're doing is positive and worth it, then please feel free to become a patron and help support the channel and help us build bigger and better. All right. I just hope you're all out there building, making a great world, making a great society, just being great role models for those around you, your friends, your loved ones. They're watching what you're doing. They see what you're doing. And if they can see you pull yourself up, then they'll want to pull themselves up too. All right. So let's do that. Let's make the world a better place. All right. Love you guys.